Good morning. This is your 8:15 daily operations weather briefing. Seeing some sunny conditions out there this morning with some cool temperatures. Expecting some quiet weather days ahead with the exception of maybe a low chance of seeing a wind advisory for our day tomorrow. But overall, we'll see a dry week and seasonable temperatures, and then next chance of rain will likely hold off to possibly the weekend, and we'll see a warm up as we go into the weekend as well. But for now, let's look at the current surface analysis. We have this area of low pressure over the southeast part of the country. We'll see that slowly tracking off to the east and moving off the southeast coast, out of the way from our local area. Not expecting any impacts from this, with the exception of seeing it tighten that pressure gradient between that area of low pressure and this high pressure that's building into our region over the next couple of days. It's going to keep those winds shifting out of the northeast and becoming slightly breezy at times, but no precip expected with that, just some additional cloud cover around. If we look at current conditions, we have clear skies with winds out of the north-northwest at 5 knots, temperature at 34 degrees, and our relative humidity is at 84%. If we look at the current visible satellite, we see those clear skies across the area, just a little bit of cloud cover well off the coast, but light winds across the region, cold temperatures, and again, clear conditions. But if we look at our short-term high-resolution model, we'll see as we go through the day today, those winds will slowly shift light out of the northeast. We'll see dry conditions continuing and sunny conditions continuing, and will remain clear as we go into the first part of the evening. And as we get into the morning hours on Tuesday, into the start of the day on Tuesday, we'll see those winds picking up a bit out of the northeast. That's going to bring some low-level moisture into the area, build in some cloud cover as we go through the day on Tuesday. So we'll see mostly cloudy conditions for much of the day with those low clouds around. I can't rule out a very slight chance of a light sprinkle. As you can see, some reflectivity is getting close to the coast here. So a very slight chance of maybe seeing an isolated sprinkle push through the area, but nothing significant, just some breezy conditions. And again, low chance we see a wind advisory for the day on Tuesday with some winds possibly getting up to that 25 knot range, but overall expecting those to stay below that. We can't rule out those winds overperforming. If we go overnight Tuesday into Wednesday, we'll see mainly mostly cloudy conditions continuing with that slightly breezy onshore flow continuing. Could see some partly cloudy times, and then as we go into Wednesday, we'll see slightly breezy and mostly cloudy conditions early, and then we'll see that breeze start to relax a bit as we go through the day, and we'll see those clouds start to clear out, but continuing with dry conditions as we go into the day on Wednesday. So if we look at the 24-hour weather risk chart for today, expecting green conditions over the next 24 hours. We'll see mostly sunny conditions as we go through the day today, with those light winds shifting out of the northeast at 5 to 10 knots. Could see a few peak winds up around 15 knots, and expecting that high temperature to get up to around 48 degrees this afternoon. Keeping clear conditions as we go through the overnight, and as we get into the morning on Tuesday, we'll start to see a few of those low clouds building in around 2,000 feet. Maybe a chance of seeing a few misty spots along the shore, but nothing too impactful as those winds pick up. Seeing some slightly breezy conditions to start the day on Tuesday, with winds out of the north-northeast 7 to 12 knots, gusting up to 17 knots. And it's going to keep our temperatures a little milder with a low just around 31 degrees, with those clouds continuing to build in, seeing mostly cloudy conditions. We'll see those tides about 1.5 to 2 feet above normal today and over the next couple of days. And as we go look at the weather for the next couple of days, again, partly to mostly cloudy conditions for Tuesday, mainly partly early on, then we'll see mostly cloudy through the day. That slightly breezy onshore flow, again, a low chance of seeing a wind advisory, so we do have that yellowish for winds that are about 25 knots, thinking that it should stay below that, but can't rule out those winds overperforming. Very slight chance of an isolated sprinkle with a high around 44 degrees. We're back to green conditions as we go into Tuesday evening, as those slightly breezy onshore winds continue, but we'll see those lighten up a bit, should stay below that 25 knot range. Overall, seeing mostly cloudy conditions, could see some partly cloudy conditions at time, expecting that low around 32 degrees. As we go into Wednesday, we'll start off with some mostly cloudy conditions and some slightly breezy conditions, and again, as we go through the day, we'll see decreasing cloudiness as well as those winds becoming lighter by the end of the day on Wednesday, but overall green conditions still expected with a high around 45 degrees. That's going to wrap up the 8:15 daily operations weather briefing. We'll be back again at 10 a.m. to take a look at the extended forecast. Enjoy your morning.